Now let's see the starting lineup for the visiting Tartans of Holy Cross. At guard, number 1, Junior Bria Fuller. Guard number 3, freshman Jaden Fontour. At guard number 5, senior Maddie Dent. At forward, number 20, senior Kiara Becky. At forward, number 22, senior Julia Muzzoli. The head coach of the visiting Tartans is Mr. John Witherspoon. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your host, the Bishop McNamara Lady Mustangs. At forward, number 22, freshman Taylor Gibson. At guard, number 24, sophomore Madison Scott. At guard, number 1, sophomore Leah King. At guard, number 2, junior Aaliyah Matharu. And rounding out the starting lineup for the host of the Mustangs, at guard, number 11, junior Nakia Brown Turner. The head coach of the Lady Mustangs is Mr. Frank Oliver. He's assisted by Anthony Davis, James Marshall, and Erica Simpson. Referees for tonight's contest are Mr. Tony Brown, Mike Adams, and Don Ron Williams.
This is CJ Productions. I'm Shanice Lee, and I'm joined by Dimitri Antonio, where we have the Bishop McNamara Mustangs versus the Holy Cross Tartans.
This should be an interesting game we have here today. The Tartans are coming in 2-9. They're eager for a win here, and I know Mustangs are looking to keep everything going.
We have the Mustangs, who is 12-2, coming off a 75-53 win from Monsignor in New York, and the Tartans are coming off a 2-9. Well, excuse me, they are 2-9. They're coming off a 68-32 loss to Seaton. We are getting ready for the tip. Scott corrals the tip to Matharu. Matharu looking to set up this offense.
We have a freshman, number 22, Taylor Gibson, starting today. I think she's starting in for Oliver, the guard, who usually starts, the junior, number 10.
Taylor Gibson was called for that moving screen. McNamara. And it's picked off by Matharu. Quick kick to Brown Turner. It's good. Brown Turner coming off that 45-point game against Monsignor over the weekend.
Back to the trap. Defense right here is solid early on.
Quick pass goes up. Off the mark. Rebounded by Gibson.
Taylor did a great job of altering that shot.
Matharu brings it up. Kicks to Turner. Long three. Good for her first trifecta of the evening. Quick advance pass. Pass down low. Back up top. Long three. Good. Matches that shot by Brown Turner. That was number 22, Julia Muzzoli.
Gets some steal quickly. Hold across back with the ball. 3 here. This one's off. Rebound goes to King.
Darby brings it up. Throws the brakes on. Surveys. Quick pass to Brown Turner to Scott. She goes up. Runner. Off the mark. Rebounded by Leah to King. It's good.
Strong rebound. Scott had a great look at it. I know she wanted to make that one. Finally get the ball pass. After a cross-court pass, she had a shot. Pass for the 3 for number 20. It's off. Holy Cross gets the rebound, bringing it back out. Quick hands.
Madara with the pick. She loses it. Gibson gets on the ground.
Yeah, for a long time she was working on that. I want to see Taylor maybe a little bit quicker jump down and help her with that one. They could have secured that still fast.
Daru getting picked up by number 1 Fuller. Holy Cross in this 1-2-2. Actually, it's an extended 3-2. They have the person on the top of that zone following. Foul on the shot. Brown Turner to the charity stripe.
That's a really confident shot. Just one dribble into a spot she's comfortable shooting at, forcing the defender to foul. She didn't foul. That shot was probably going to go in. The first free throw is good.
Second is off the mark. Rebounded by Muzzati. Travel call. That's a great job by Madison Scott standing her ground. Rebounded to Madaru. Thought about the 3. Kicks to Gibson. She takes it off the mark. Rebounded by Muzzati. Steal by Gibson.
Nice
Saves
save.
it. That's a great hustle play by the big player down low.
Yeah, unfortunately she could come up with it, but she saw that pass, anticipated the defense, and definitely cut that lane off, that passing lane all the way off. Loose ball here. Finally gets it out to the top of the key, moving it around for Holy Cross. She sets it up, slowing it down with about 13 seconds left. Looking to move the ball around. Sets a pick, strong pick. She rolls after it. Throws a ball up. It's a miss. Rebound for Holy Cross. 3 for number 1. That's no good. Scott with the rebound, going up. Pass to Taylor. Pass back to Scott. Nice pass back from Gibson. Great finish.
That was a great array of events right there. Versus the head coach, John Witherspoon, into that timeout. The Mustangs jump on top 10-3.
I like that quick pass right back in the transition. She could have took that shot. She had it, but it was really unselfish play in transition to give it back to Madison. And she did get the ball initially, so I always like when they will reward the defender with a good defensive play by giving them the ball on the offensive side.
Yeah, they're playing great unselfish basketball right now. And their defense actually looks really good to start the quarter in that full court zone.
Forced a couple turnovers without even having to get the steal. She just fumbled with the ball a couple times. So right now, this defense, the Mustangs look focused. They look like they're really toned in and really ready to get a win right here and keep their momentum going here at home.
Tartan's looking to inbound. Gets it in. Immediately trapped. Matharu on it. Misses the steal. Long 3. Good. Nails it. Matharu bringing it up. Quick pass to Brown Turner. Changes direction. Goes up. Misses. Strong rebound by Scott. And it's good.
Strong rebound. Great hands there.
Didn't she hit the backboard and it went out of bounds? That should be out of bounds. Yeah. Mustangs ball. Not sure about that one. That was interesting. Long 3. Off the mark. Scott with it. Looking for Brown Turner. Overthrown.
Had the great idea, just too much on it.
Immediately trapped. King comes away with it to Scott. She loses the ball. Mustangs ball.
So fortunate she had the lane there. She put the ball on the ground, gave the defender a chance to swat at it. She lost it there.
Up top to King, that's misfired. Mispass. Brown Turner with the ball to Scott. Long 3 by Matharu. Off the mark. King with it. Brown Turner. Matharu battles, jumps on the ground. We have 3 Mustang players on the ground. Jump ball.
No, that was a much better job with that loose ball. You saw 3 Mustangs on the ground trying to get that one, and you forced a jump ball there.
Ball's inbounded. McNamara in the man-to-man defense. Foul is called. First foul on Matharu.
It's unfortunate because she had beautiful defense there, and at the end of that drive, I saw a little bit of body that gave her a free opportunity to bail out the Holy Cross driver, but I do not think that she was going to make that, whether she bumped it or not. But she's the line shooting too.
At the line, for the Cardinals, David Fontroy makes the first of 2.
Shannon Hayes subs in for Gibson.
Shannon Hayes in for Taylor Gibson.
Second shot off the mark, rebounded by King, quickly taken away. Brings on the trap, pass back to the corner. King comes away with it. Matharu with the ball in a hurry. Quick pass to Scott. She attacks, throws on the brakes, hits the shot.
Beautiful under control mid-range shot. A full court press here. Passing in traffic. She has nowhere to go with the ball. Somehow finds number 3. They have an open corner shot that goes in.
It's a long 3. But that was great defense, just an even better shot. Matharu with the nasty crossover. She attacks, loses the ball, but she is fouled and takes a tumble.
Yeah, she was dissecting that defense, man, driving through defenders.
Foul called against the Cardinals, number 3, Jaden Fontroy. The first, 8 seconds.
A deep 3 does not go in from Matharu. Rebound goes to Holy Cross. They have a little momentum going. Misses the free throw. Great rebound for Scott. She's bumped out of bounds there.
Foul on Maddie Beck. We have the Mustangs taking out the ball. Holy Cross has extended this 1-2-2. Bringing on a trial. Quick pass to Brown Turner. Cross court pass to Scott. She attacks. Goes up. Good shot by Scott. You saw her use her length to keep the ball away from that defender.
Great defense here.
Holy Cross is in trouble right now with the Mustangs bringing on that pressure. They have not yet cleanly broken this press.
Not yet. And I'm not sure if we're going to see them do it right now.
Score is tallied 16-10. Mustangs. Quick pass to Brown Turner. She attacks. Mrs. King. Mrs. Brown Turner with a fall-away layup recovery.
Like
great job.
Right
definitely should have been a foul call.
They break this press pretty good. Get a corner shot here. It's no good. Matharu with the rebound. She's getting trapped. She beats that pretty quickly with the speed. Finds King. Pass is too high.
Even though that play we saw the Tartans break that press, but they're doing exactly what the Mustangs has designed to take a quick, long 3.
Yeah.
Not able to set up an offense.
Instead of for long shots rather than high-quality shots inside. Driving in here, loses the ball. Matharu comes up with it.
Quick pass to Hayes. She attacks and is fouled. We'll head to the charity stripe for a 2.
That was a great outlet pass. The vision to throw that pass to defenders to the streaking player down to get this free throw. That was a beautiful pass.
Number 20, Helen Torres. The first, team 4.
Shots off the mark for Hayes. Have a couple subs in. We have Sear and McPhail coming in for Brown Turner and King.
I think 2 minutes left here with a couple more players come off the bench. I think Leah's going to take an opportunity to really come in and close out this quarter really well.
Second shot's up, and it's good. 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Holy Cross breaking this press. Those on the breaks. Pass to the sweet spot. 3. And it's good. And I think they actually rewarded it a 2.
Yeah, foot on the line on that one.
Sear with the ball.
Brings the ball back out. Send the offense up here. Madison moving towards the baseline. Back to the top of the key. Swings it to the wing. Maybe had a corner shot. Selects had to take it. Trying to go off the dribble.
Madison Scott. Great cut by McPhail. And she's fouled. I'm not sure why there was a no call right there. Great job by Sear.
He gives it right back to Holy Cross, unfortunately.
That was too long of a pass with too much air under that pass.
Yeah, exactly. Beautiful hands. I thought we were going to finish after the steal. Great defense right there to get that steal and go finish.
I know Fuller isn't liking that
ball.
one.
Trying to get rid of it. She does on the ground. Scott has it. She had time to grab that one and corral it. She didn't have to rush that one, try to save it.
She remembers seeing Hayes was wide open and just kind of patted the ball, but the defender had already caught up at that time. Great attack off the mark. Scott with the rebound. Matharu slows it down. 18 seconds left in this quarter. I'm sure she's looking to take the last shot. Pass to Hayes. Back to Matharu. To Sear. Back to Matharu. Thought about the long 3. Quick pass. Hayes with the long 3. Off the mark.
That is a great shot she found there, though. That was the best shot. I didn't think they were going to find that open shot with 3 seconds left. I thought she was going to take the deep 3, but she finds open shooter. It doesn't go in, unfortunately. But this is a good quarter right here for the Mustangs. I feel like they have played good defense, and Holy Cross has actually made some deeper shots. They made a couple of 3-pointers. They made a deeper 2. They're settling for the shots, but right now they're going in. We're going to see if they can continue to keep a slight pace here, keep the game under double digits.
And that's the way you start a quarter. I'm very excited to see what they do in these next 3 quarters. Their offense has been really good, and you haven't really seen Holy Cross deter them from any shots. They've been getting anything they wanted offensively, and defensively, they're doing a great job. They're making them rush. Of course, Holy Cross has made a couple 3s, but they're doing exactly what they wanted to do. Rush and take quick 3s, not getting into our offense. And they also have a plethora of turnovers.
Yeah.
And they've gotten a lot of their points from steals and turnovers, deflected balls. So,
and to your point, this game could be a little bit of a bigger lead. The Mustangs have had a couple of errors themselves that were unforced. So some of the turns they had, they give them the ball right back. There could have been actual points to see in the lead. So I see this defense staying intense, and I think the Mustangs are going to capitalize on more of the opportunities going in these quarters and probably extend this lead.
Brown Turner and Scott lead with 8 points apiece in this first quarter. Passing around the perimeter, pass to the corner. Gets in trouble. Brown Turner all over it. Dead ball. Able to get it out. Very contested shot. Off the mark. Brown Turner with the rebound. Too long of a pass. The defender was right there.
Trying to do too much of that pass.
Easy layup, and it's good. That was number 5, Dent. Sear brings the ball in. Hayes, McPhail, Brown Turner. She attacked. Kicks the Sear, long 3. Off the mark. Brown Turner with the rebound. Brings it back out. Takes the short corner too, and it's good.
Every time we see Brown Turner with the ball, it seems that she knows what to do with it. She either takes a nice dribble, finds an open shooter, or takes a shot and it goes in. Nice defense there.
Brown Turner, she goes up. Misses the short shot, but Hayes is right there. And one.
Hayes gets a nice steal right there. I mean, she's rewarded with the and one here.
Foul number one, Rhea Fuller. That basket for Shayna Hayes is good. On the line shooting one.
Brown Turner all over it and gives
Hayes.
Mustangs another chance at it.
That's just hustle forcing that extra possession there. Brown Turner's been doing a good job the whole game, just making decisions that's made everybody on her team better. She had a found Sinclair for open shot. Didn't go in, but she's probably finding for some more open shots.
McPhail, but a travel is called. It's going the other way. Tartan's ball.
Another telegraph pass. Hayes almost gets that one again.
She's shaking up. I'm thinking it's an
Yeah.
ankle. Hopefully she's okay and can return back to this ball game.
Yeah, she's been in rhythm on defense, especially. Got to the foul line a couple times too on offense. She seems like she's okay, trying to walk it off.
I believe that's Matharu that just checked in for Hayes. On the court right now, we have Sear, Brown Turner, Matharu, McPhail, and Gibson. Matharu gets the deflection.
That was great defense. That was a long pass inbound. They're struggling to even find a open lane on these inbounds. The length for the Mustangs is definitely a factor.
McNamara still bringing on that pressure. McPhail right there, trapping all over the court. And Foot is on the sideline, going the Mustangs' way.
It's another example of havoc defense causing an unforced error there. She just steps out of bounds.
Sear with the ball, goes back to Matharu. The Tartans are in like a 3-2 with a trap. Long three with McPhail, off the mark. Sear, Brown Turner goes
Yeah,
up
I'll
and it's
take that
good.
I'll take that one and finish that for the team.
Sear
Great
picks up the
job.
ball. Trap. McPhail picks it up. Gibson coming with the trap and they throw the ball away.
Great
It's
trap
just
there.
controlled chaos. That's exactly what you call it, controlled chaos. I'm loving this defense by the Mustangs.
Holocaust has no answer for it right now.
Scores tally 27-14 Mustangs. Matharu brings the ball up. She attacks, sees a lane, misses the shot, the layup, excuse me. But she gets it right back, goes up, and it's good. Able to redeem herself on that one.
Exactly.
Cross-court pass. Long three. Off the mark, left short. Pass down low, and she's fouled by Sear.
That was a good look bounce pass down though to get to the foul line. But it's just interesting to watch Aaliyah. She so much speed. She beats everybody. No one's there to contest her at the rack, but just so much speed. The shot just comes a little bit too hard off the rim, off the backboard. It's just amazing. That first free throw was good for Holy Cross.
A couple subs coming in. We have Scott and King checking in for Sear and McPhail. Free throws off the mark by Torp. Referee's calling holding on Matharu. Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
on number 3 of the Tartans. I wasn't sure what that
Yeah,
call
I
was.
didn't see that. I was looking for it.
Darby bringing the ball up. Quick pass to Brown Turner. She attacks. Charge is called.
I don't think that's the correct call. I think she was already in the lane. The defender did do a good job of contesting the shot, but I'm not sure if that was going to be a charge. Usually I don't like no calls there, but I would prefer the no call there. It just didn't seem like too much contact, a little more floppy.
Pass to the corner. Couldn't corral the ball. King with the Scott. Brown Turner, long 3. And it's good. Her first one of the evening.
Nice 3. Touches nothing but the bottom of net there from the corner.
Little runner off the mark. Rebounded by Scott. Very athletic rebound. She's fouled.
High points that one.
Foul number 43, Sienna Gross. The first. Team 7. 21 at the line for the Mustangs.
Scott to the charity stripe.
Shooting a 1-1 here.
Off the mark, Gibson gets her hands on it, but it's Tartan's ball. And it's blocked by Gibson.
Nice
save. Brown Turner. Mathabru. And she takes it off the mark. Scott has the rebound. Back to Brown Turner to Gibson. Off the mark. That was great hustle by Gibson to get the block and also save the ball.
And then Scott comes down and gets extra possession. Unfortunately, it wasn't a good shot, but there's a lot of hustle here for the Mustangs. Loose ball here. King's on the ground for it. Jump ball, and it should be going to the Mustangs.
If you look at the Tartans right now, they're all out of breath because they're working so hard offensively and defensively.
And to do the simple things, simply to get the ball past half court is a struggle, and it's going to be difficult to score points after you struggle and use so much energy. Deep shot here for Brown Turner that goes in, touches nothing but the bottom of the net.
The focus of Brown Turner is great right now. She's doing it offensively, defensively, getting her team into it. That shot is off the mark. It is actually good. Gets the shooter roll.
That shot touched every part of the rim.
Brown Turner.
Same spot. It goes in. She's simply going to her spot and pulling her shot. No one's stopping her.
That's 21 points for Brown Turner, getting it early in the second quarter.
Beautiful block. She anticipated that layup and jumped up before she even had a chance to rise up and blocks that shot.
I'm wondering if Brown Turner's going to try to go for another 40-point game tonight.
So she's already halfway there almost. She's doing it comfortably. It looks effortlessly. She didn't force any shots.
Blocked by King.
Block.
Long 3. And it's good. Scott sees Gibson. Misses the bucket, get her own rebound, goes back up. Brown Turner with the rebound. Matharu, long 3. Off the mark. She was nearly at the volleyball line.
Oh, great defense from King. Gives it right back to her. She finishes, even with the slight pushing her back. The referee's going to call that one. Great finish after that steal.
Way to reward King for her defensive efforts. Gets it right back for that layup. Very sloppy play for the Tartans. Long 3. Off the mark. Barely glazed the rim.
Subs into the game for the Mustangs.
Have a few subs in. McPhail, Hayes, Sear. King and I'm sorry.
Sorry about that. I was just saying Brown Turner's getting arrested. I was just thinking about how she's been playing today. She has 20 points, and she's gotten them off all clean open shots. Hasn't forced much, and her team's here winning because of that play.
Sear. Scott. Back to Sear. To McPhail. Thought about the 3. Quick back to Sear. Back to Sear. McPhail. McPhail, long three, and it's good. Mustangs on fire for downtown. It's in that same spot in the corner.
That whole play is made by ball movement there. No, everyone was unselfish trying to find the open shot. And Sierra almost had open shot, but she didn't. She was comfortable with it. Didn't hesitate to pass it. Finds a shooter in the corner and she splashes it.
Sear picks the ball up. Hayes. Pass to the middle. Pass to the corner. She attacks. Goes up. Off the mark. Pass to the corner. Sees her down low. Nearly stolen by Scott. Hayes all over it.
And she's feeling better.
8 seconds on the shot clock.
Good defense.
Blocked by Scott. Hayes brings the ball up in a hurry. Throws the brakes on to Scott. Back to Hayes. Scott. Sear in the corner. Gibson calling for it down low. She gets it. Takes the shot. Off the mark. McPhail gets her hands on it. Hayes gets her hands on it. Saves it.
Save.
Back to McPhail to Scott. Runner. Rims out.
That shot looked good. She stopped and controlled it and took a nice flow. I thought it was going to go in there. Good ball movement for the Mustangs offense, though.
McNamara still bringing on this trap.
Oh, nice cut. Unfortunately, doesn't go in for the Holy Cross. She gets the ball back. That's
Finally, finally gets one to go. They were in a bit of a drought right there.
Exactly.
One minute left in this first half. Pass to the corner to McPhail to Sear. Across court. Scott in the short corner. Pass down low to Gibson. McPhail for number 3, and it is good.
The Mustangs are doing a great job. Oh, with the steal there for Gibson.
That's McPhail for her second 3 of the night. She's so relaxed and poised behind the 3-point line.
And her teammates are giving her the ball right in the bread basket. All she has to do is catch it and shoot.
That's all you have to do. Give it to a shooter in the pocket. And another one from downtown. Call it a trifecta.
There's no stopping the Mustangs offense right now. She sees it, almost gets the ball.
Pull up shot.
It's off to the side of the rim. Sheer with it, bringing it up. The Mustangs defense gets another rebound. Tries to go through 3 Holy Cross players right there. She gets 5 and she's going to the line. But this defense has been forcing missed shots and has been doing a great job of boxing down, getting rebounds, getting easy points in transition, or just pushing the ball up as a team. Showing about 2 seconds left for the quarter.
First free throw is good for Sierra St. Cyr. 50-22 lead for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I caught the same thing Maya did.
Almost rebounded by Hayes. Sear gets it. Almost gets it to go.
Almost gets it to go. And you better score, but you're thinking the same thing I thought right now. A lot of points right here, almost to 100. It's a lot of points there. Halfway to 100 here at halftime. Good offense here, and defense has been just as impactful. Only 22 points for Holy Cross.
They're actually doing a great job. I don't have any complaints offensively, defensively. They're doing exactly what Coach drew up, and they're taking advantage of Holy Cross right now.
There's nothing Holy Cross can do. I'm thinking of, if I'm Holy Cross, ways that you can come in and things maybe you'll tell your team in the locker room or ideas you had that you think you can come in and implement. It's not much you have to look at or work with and look at to change right now. The Mustangs are simply dominating this game on offense and on defense. So to me, in a game like this, I've been on opposite ends where we were out of it and it looked like we had no chance. This is about heart. So if anything, you want to see Holy Cross come out here and still play hard. But we've seen the Mustangs come out at halftime, what they do, and they come out ready on fire. So I assume that this offense will continue to be explosive, if not more explosive than it was the last half.
So what do you think about this defense for the Mustangs?
it's the length right now and athleticism. Holy Cross can't compete, and it's unfortunate because I love watching defense when there's some good offensive players and they're forced to stop some offensive threats. Unfortunately, right now we haven't seen Holy Cross anyone on their offense with the ball be a threat. Not too many of them have shown they can continuously make shots or that they can drive and finish or go to the rack. So right now, this defense has been a team defense that's been dominating, and they're going to continue to dominate Holy Cross. It looks like unless someone in that locker room musters up a lot of moxie and comes out here and plays well.
And right now, like I spoke of earlier, Brown Turner has 21 points already, and we still have another half of basketball to play. Like I said, I think that she's still hot and her adrenaline's still pumping from this weekend's game where she had 45 points against Monsignor.
I wish I could have seen that game because watching her now, it's just so effortless how she makes these plays. It's not she's not forcing any shots. She's not out here trying to do too much. She's not taking shots away from her teammates. L- Contrary, she's finding open shots for her teammates because she's such an offensive weapon. So watching her play is just impressive. Watch her to make these plays. I'm excited to watch this next half. I
And
am.
everyone's doing well. Anyone coming off the bench, the starting five, everyone is contributing. Right
Exactly.
now, they have 22 rebounds. That's a great job for the
As a
first
team,
half
yes.
as a team, and also 12 total steals.
That's crazy in a half to have 12 steals. And I don't know if that's even counting the unforced errors where they're just stepping out of bounds or just throwing the ball out on themselves. So this is crazy to watch his defense and offense be almost equally at a high level right now. So I'm excited to see. I want to see some more threes. I want to see if Brown Turner can get 48 games, 2 games straight. That would be fun to watch. So this has been a really entertaining first half.
All right, well, we're going to be back to you guys live. We have about 7 minutes left until we get to the second half. We'll be back once again. I'm Shanice Lee, and I'm joined by Dimitri Antonio. And we are live. Tartan's ball to start this half. You have the Mustang coming out there 18 for 33, 55% from the field goal, 7 for 16, 44, shooting 44% behind the arc. Pass to the short corner. Shot is off the mark. Rebounded by King. Quick advance pass to Matharu. She goes up with contact and it's good.
2-point basket.
It's a good shot for her right now to see the ball going early in this half.
Brown Turner all over it. Gets her hands in it. Causes a jump ball. Mustang's ball.
Possession Howard.
And as you can see, they're not letting up. They're keeping this full court press on them.
I think coach's focus is to continue to get better. You don't want to let it off. You don't want to get in the habit of letting off when you get leads or anything.
Scott. Over to Matharu. Thought about the long three. Gives it to King down low. Misses, gets her own rebound. Great putback.
Way to follow her shot right there. Get that putback. Using the glass this next time to finish. Beautiful block right there for Chiquia. She's going down, streaking, looking for the ball. Good pass. Scott passed to Lee in the corner. She finishes that shot with a nice three in the corner. That was a beautiful pass right there from Scott. Led it right to the corner.
I love that right back, and it was so smooth because she actually had an open two and stepped back for that three. Trapped in the corner.
She can't.
Throws it off the leg of Scott. Tartan's ball. That's the worst thing you can do when a team is trapping is get the ball in the corner and don't move the ball quickly.
And then two of the Mustangs' tall defenders were there. It's funny. Scott Gay said, "Good job." There was nothing else to do with that ball.
Pass to the corner. Long three. Off the mark. Rebounded by number 20. Torp. Another long attempt. Way off the mark. Brown Turner with the rebound. Pass to Matharu. She's surveying. Gives it to Gibson. She goes up. Off the mark. Big rebound by King. She misses. Gets her own rebound.
She is working down there on the boards. I know Gibson's looking for a foul. There's a lot of contact on her side. She has some good hands to control that pass. That was a nice catch. She just couldn't finish from the contact. But King is working on the boards. Rewarded with this strip to the line.
I was sure Gibson was going to get that foul, but with the score being 57-22, they're going to let him play. King misses her first. Second and 10 is up. Off the mark. Rebounded by Scott. Gets another rebound. Back out to Brown Turner. Long three. Off the mark. King gets her hands on it, but the Tartans come away with it. Dribbles right into a trap.
Beautiful defense. Went directly off her knee right there off that trap.
I'm loving this defense.
And I like it. Leah didn't get that rebound. Did not think about the rebound. She hustled back down the defense to get ready for that trap, and look what happens. You get the ball right back.
Brown Turner to Gibson. Long three contested. Just rims out. King with the rebound. Long three from Matharu. It is good.
Nice three there. You see, Gibson take a couple. She doesn't make one. I think she's going to get one before this game's over. She seems determined to make a long-range shot.
Soft trap. Cross-court pass. Brings on the trap. Pass left short. Matharu got her hands on it. Tartan's able to recover. Gets her hand on another. Sees the streak in Brown Turner. She goes up, and it's good.
Leah just takes that ball right out the air. Holy Cross have a hard time simply getting passes off. I thought she carried through the trap, but ball goes out of bounds.
The fact that the Tartans are struggling with this defense, it's like a shark smelling blood. It's making the Mustangs play even harder.
And that's the sign you want to see of a team. That's a championship mentality a team has when
long three.
But it's a great mentality to have. It's a mentality that's going to take you through tough games. Where games are close, you're going to be used to playing the whole game through. You're not going to get used to playing half a game because you've been beating people at the half. So it's good to see that they're still working as if the score is 0-0. Great defense. King first to the turnover. Gibson has it. Looking to go all the way with it. Again, some contact. No foul called there.
Mustangs ball underneath. Brown Turner to Scott. Back to Matharu. Sees Gibson. Great pass down low. Brown Turner with the finish.
Nice.
Great court of witness by Gibson. Bringing on the trap. Attacks.
I heard 3 steps there. Yeah, I heard a couple extra steps on that take. Referees didn't call that travel, but out of bounds. Ball goes to Holy Cross.
Quick shot off the mark. Matharu. One defender in front. She beats her and it's good. Little scoop layup.
That was a great job of controlling the speed with that scoop layup there. She didn't have to use any wrist action. Just use all her momentum to get that ball in there. She do that a little more often when she beats her defenders right there.
And we have another turnover and a timeout on the floor.
This score has started to take off really quickly in this third quarter. I think that the intensity has picked up. I think they're scoring at will now in this third quarter. Holy Cross has to do something, if not, of course, to win this game, at the very least for pride.
And I have to agree with you, Dimitri. I'm loving the fact that Coach has not pulled the dogs off, that he's allowing them to keep playing aggressive because you never know. When you play a team that matches your intensity, you don't even want the Mustangs to say, oh, maybe I should back down or anything like that. You want to keep it on them, keep the dogs going, and have the juices flowing for their next game.
Exactly. Coming time for Holy Cross. They're giving some of their freshmen playing time as well.
Brown Turner in this third quarter, 25 points, 8 rebounds. She's 9 for 12, a field goal, 4 from 7 behind the arc.
Nice. Scott look for the pass here. This is Jakia.
Matharu with 14 points and King with 10 rebounds. Scott kicks to Matharu, long 3. Off the mark. Gibson gets her hands on it, but the Tartans come away with it. Still bringing on this pressure. Matharu is everywhere.
Almost gets that pass. Beautiful defense there.
Brown Turner able to corral it, brings it up, quick pass to Matharu. She surveys, sees Scott as she attacks, and it's good.
That was a beautiful job. Scott went to her spot. She had up a shot, didn't want to settle for a deeper shot. Take some dribbles, get to your spot, and finish it strong.
McNamara switched to a 3-2, but still bringing on a trap.
Beautiful trap. Forces the error pass. It's interesting. No one on the court knew who that pass was for. I'm not sure the passer knew who that pass was for.
We have Hayes, St. Cyr, and McPhail checking in, giving Brown, Turner, King, and Matharu a rest.
Number 12, Jake Hayes. Number 15, Sierra
St. Cyr. To McPhail. Scott. Just misses, but I'm loving that play. I love the isolation play by Gibson in the sweet spot. Hayes calls on the trap.
Good
Scott with the
defense
rebound.
there. Pushing it up. Scott's pushing it up. Scott finishes through the defender. There's absolutely no way that's a charge call. She just, unfortunately, is stronger than the other defender and finishes through her other than falling like she did, but she was not in position and her feet were still definitely moving.
She was definitely not in position, and you cannot reward a defender who's still moving back as the offensive players moving forward. It's not a charge call.
It's impressive she finished through the contact.
McNamara like nets all over the Tartans. Gibson's right there. Still bringing on the try. 7 seconds left. Quick shot.
Beautiful defense. McPhail came across the court to get that to affect that shot. Hayes open up in the corner. She gets the ball. Passes it to Gibson. Gibson one dribble move. Finishes over the defender.
That's a big man spin move down low. That's a great job by the freshman, Gibson.
Now it's freshman on freshman contact right there.
Short corner shot, and it's good. St. Cyr to bring the ball up. Tartans in a man-to-man. Quick pass to Gibson. Foot on the line. It's good. Rewarder
Right
with
there.
2.
All it takes one time you see the ball go in.
I'm loving the confidence by Gibson. Thought about the 3, pulls out.
Great defense from Hayes. Took that ball away. Pushing all the way up. She's looking to finish there. Through contact does not get it. Madison gets in and finishes. Scrappy on the boards right there for Scott.
Brings on the trap. Cross-court pass. Long 3. Off the mark.
Hayes looking to outlet. Doesn't get that ball. Holy Cross finishes there.
Score is 74-26.
Scott with the ball. And if she gets one more rebound, she'll have a double-double here. So looking to get that. Asking for the ball down low. Great move.
Hayes with the long 3, and it's
Beautiful
good.
pass out. Scott with the assist. Hayes with great defense up front. A late whistle on Hayes, I believe, on that defense.
Cross-court call.
It was,
Didn't quite see that foul, but I guess that's why I'm not a referee.
And it also becomes unfortunate when, like you said, there is a league like this. They might not give the Mustangs the calls they should get, but then you will give Holy Cross the calls they should get. So then it just looks unbalanced. It's unfortunate, but
Correct. Bring the trap right on. Soon as she inbounds the ball and rewards the Mustangs with yet another try after a turnover. King to Gibson. To St. Cyr. King down low. Isolation play goes up. And it's good. Raises over the smaller defender.
there's nobody on Holy Cross that can stop Madison Scott right now. Hayes with good defense. Almost gets that ball. Oh, but shot for number 3 for Holy Cross. It rims in with no time left. They get a 3 to bring this game.
We have Madison Scott with 14 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Jakia Brown Turner, 25 points, 8 rebounds. And Aaliyah Matharu, 14 points, 3 assists, and 6 steals.
It's just so impressive to see one of your biggest defenders also tied for lead in assists right now. It's amazing to see. Scott's doing a good job of just filling the stat sheet. I would love to see her get this next rebound and solidify her double-double out here. Shakira Brown only needs 2 more rebounds to get double-double. So a lot of players here playing really well. See, King here is already in double-digit rebounds, 11.
like I said once before, I actually don't want to see this Mustangs team let up. I want them to finish the game on a high note so they can get acclimated to that.
I think the coach has the same idea you have, which is why he left Madison Scott on the floor. She is a lot of energy for the Mustangs, so she's great defense there, forces another steal. Referees don't know where that one goes. No one had a good look at it, so they're giving it to Holy Cross.
I had a great look, and it was. Shannon Hayes with great defense, and a travel is called. It's a great defense by Hayes. McNamara with this 50-point lead.
It's impressive. Starts on defense.
Definitely
You
starts
mentioned
on
Hayes.
defense.
Hayes has been just harassing dribblers whenever they get the ball.
St. Cyr wide open for a three. Have a wide open McPhail in the corner. Looks to attack with the runner off the mark.
Way to penetrate. Just couldn't finish right there.
Finney bringing the ball up. Lets her out of that trap. Runner way off the mark.
That's what happens when you exert so much energy and you work so hard just to beat the trap. You take a couple more dribbles and you finally elevate, just the gas is gone. You elevate and you don't have your legs underneath you to finish that shot.
St. Cyr bringing the ball up. Attacks, throws the brakes on. Foul is called. It's on the floor. That was a great change of speeds by St. Cyr.
You're really seeing that open right there in baseline, taking it.
I believe they're in the bonus. Free throw's good.
Great job making that next free throw. Holy Cross bringing the ball up. Gets the ball past half court. Directly into a trap. She holds the ball in the corner now. Sees a double dribble with the ball. She doesn't matter. Hayes gets it and picks up speed. She's looking to finish. Great shot there. Great fast break. Using that defense for easy offense.
Hayes has been very active in this game. And I believe a foul was called, but it looked like from my angle she just dribbled out of bounds. And another foul's called, and that foul will be on St. Cyr.
Too many players on the court. Holy Cross.
McPhail nearly a steal. Runners up. Off the mark. Rebounded by Gibson. She attacks. Quick pass to Hayes. Back to Gibson. Leaves it short. McPhail gets her hands on it, but Tartans with the ball. Brings on the trap. Mustangs are everywhere.
It's impressive she didn't lose the ball. A deep three here. Rims off. Madison with the rebound. And that's her double-double there with that last rebound.
Hayes, long three. Count it.
That was a beautiful pass from Madison. She's at the top of the key. Sees her shooter already in the corner.
Tartan's ball. After that three, that tallies Hayes off the bench with 11 points.
It's impressive.
And that ball is just thrown out of bounds.
Another air pass here. Mustangs are working on trying to get 100 points this game again. I believe they've done it once or twice earlier in this season, but it just shows their offense working at a high level. And usually, when you have a lot of points, you have a lot of assists.
St. Cyr gets the ball on the run. Doing a great job controlling the ball under pressure.
Yeah.
Madison Scott. Over the top pass to Gibson. She couldn't hold on to it. I love the thought. But like you said earlier, as a high level team, they have to play at that high level and have that effort no matter what, no matter who steps on the court.
Exactly. You took the words out of my mouth. I'm thinking great defense there. McPhail saves that ball. Hayes started the steal. She has the ball back. Passes here. Great ball movement. Finds the open shooter for three. Gibson makes that shot.
They're playing great team basketball. There was a couple players that were open right there, but they shared the ball
Absolutely.
and rewarded their big man Gibson with that three. She's actually been hot tonight.
Seven to the game for the Dartmouth, 43 center, the Gross.
Great hands. Matt Scott forcing that steal. Hayes with the ball. Passes it. Bounce pass to Scott. You have to pass it higher. Swings the ball to the corner. Open shot. She takes it. It hits the top of the backboard. I believe that should be out of bounds. For some reason, it was not out of bounds.
Scott taking the ball out.
Scott slowing it down, open up the offense. Gibson's trying to post up. Hayes gets out of the way. ISO right here for Gibson. Using her size, opens up the shot. Another make right there.
Foul number 12. Shay Davis. Second. Keith Smith.
Play cross, inball on the ball here. Bounce pass, she passes it back to her. The trap's coming, she passes out of it. Shot's no good, rebound by Sears. She turns, cuts back, and is fouled in the backcourt there.
Foul number 23, Ella Torp. The first, team third.
Hayes passing the ball in. Scott bringing it up here, pushing all the way. And drives through the defender, and that time she gets the blocking call. Where I think that was more of a charge than the other one. She had her shoulder down, driving the whole entire time. The defender was kind of posted down there waiting. I thought that was going to be a charge. I was surprised the blocking call here, but like you said, we're not referees.
We don't have the striped shirts tonight.
We do not. Makes her first free throw out of the two.
17 game for the Cardinals. 22, Julia Lozano. Violation against the Mustangs.
It's a lane violation calling the Mustangs.
I think the adrenaline is very high for the Mustangs.
You can't tell the difference if it's the first quarter or fourth quarter as the team's playing. Sear gets that ball. Phil has it. Pass to Hayes. Great rebound and finish for Madison Scott.
Scott has been all over the rebounds tonight.
Non-stop working.
And one.
NBA continuation. She's going to the line there. Thought that foul was on the floor, but referee thought differently.
It's okay. Sometimes in high school we go by the NBA rules. And I believe there's another violation call.
This time on the shooter, they said her foot was past the line.
St. Cyr bringing the ball up. Pass to Scott. McPhail. Gibson. Off the mark. Rebounded by Hayes.
Beautiful rebounds for Hayes.
With the lefty, and it's good.
The ball movement is just beautiful to watch. Like every time the Mustangs have the ball, most times you see someone get an open shot. You don't see two people take contested shots. So the unselfish play is to me key here for the Mustangs. Another run is no good. Loose ball. McPhail comes up with it.
Great passing, and she's fouled and we're head to the charity stripe. That's a great job by this Mustang team sharing the ball.
Foul number 22.
Madison Scott has been stuffing the sheets here today. So she has currently, she misses that free throw. She has 15 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists. I say give her the triple double. I say just the other 5 assists. We call those like errors. Give her the triple double there. She's played extremely hard for it.
She deserves it. She's doing extremely well. Gibson gets her hands on it. Stop and pop off the mark. Gibson. And like you said before, you cannot tell that this is a fourth quarter or like they're up by this large margin. Hayes once again with another three.
Another three, 100 points for McNamara, and the crowd is loving it. And a big block for Gibson. The crowd is really digging this right here. McPhail open, passes the ball up. Holy Cross takes it from her. The crowd wanted her to shoot that three. And there's a trap, dribbling through it, and finishes the layup.
Hayes with the ball. She tells him to settle down. Back to Scott, to Cyr. Cyr brings it up. 1:23 left in this ball game.
Soft trap here for Holy Cross. Madison comes to the ball carrier, gets the ball, keeps her foot, dribble, finds Hayes open for a three. It's no good. McPhail fights for the ball and gets it. She's down low working. Quick pass to Hayes. Hayes hustles for the ball, takes a hard contact, and there's a foul call on the floor. The Mustangs are playing as if they're losing right now. Diving for all the loose balls, playing hard. There's a lot of pride involved. They wanted to get that 100-point there.
Shannon Hayes right now playing great off the bench. 16 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 steals. She's doing it all.
That's impressive off the bench. Effortless impact it looked like today. So air pass there with just under a minute left here.
Ball's into Madison Scott.
She's going to pull it out and take her time and set up a little bit for the offense.
Sizes up her defender.
Interesting with Jakia and Aaliyah. Madison has been the ball handler.
And she's fouled. I think that was a bit of a frustration foul.
Had to be, yeah. But there has been some chippiness I see towards this game. I think it's because maybe Holy Cross is used to playing games and they've lost a couple games. This will be their 10th loss, but they've 2-10 now. Maybe they're used to teams taking it easy on them after they've already had them up by 30 or 40 or 60 or 70 maybe here, but the Mustangs are not doing that, and I think because of that, the intensity has carried all the way through the game.
And actually going forward, other teams are going to look at this game. Although Holy Cross is well now 2-10, they're going to come into the Mustangs territory or wherever they play them a little intimidated because they know that no matter what the outcome is, this top team is going to give their all, no matter what.
And I'm excited for these big games because you could tell the mentality of a team by how they play against lesser competition. And they could have came out here to contest, or maybe a little lethargic, or knowing that they have the pieces they need to win this game and come in a little bit at ease. But that wasn't the case at all. You would think they're playing the best team in the nation right here. So with that mentality, I think the Mustangs are going to do fare really well going forward.
And I'm loving how the players off the bench are playing at a high level right now. So actually, they're putting on a show for their coach because now
Yeah.
their coach can maybe trust them in big game situations. If something's not going their way, if somebody's in foul trouble, whatever the nature of the game may be, there's a little more trust there. But
Yeah.
right now, at the end of regulation, the game is scored 102-36. Mustangs putting on the show tonight.